Just in case y'all missed it, let Judas be Judas, because nobody that is a who has been disloyal to a loyal person will win in the end. Nobody that has been disloyal to a loyal person will win in the end. So let Judas be Judas. That was the greatest motivational speech I heard this morning. Just a few words, right? But it's so profound because oftentimes we get caught up in who said what, who did what, why they did it. We over here crying, begging. A Judas? Somebody who stabbed you in your back? Somebody who was talking smack? Somebody who act like they got it like that? Judas? Man, Judas had Jesus hung for a couple of pesos. No offense. I'm just using pesos. I don't know what kind of money he had. I ain't even gonna go that deep. I'm just saying, for some money, you hung. You was willing to be off with his head. And so he hung his head and said, it is finished. Another thing, the power of now. We always talking about, I'm going to get it later. I receive it now. God said it is finished. So that means it's done. The revelation I got over this weekend is that we literally walk with God, the power of God. And so we have in our mind that this thing, I don't know, it's like we separate it. We separate ourselves from the power of God, thinking that God is a mystical thing and he's going to do it, when in actuality, he lives in us. So his power is already working. So I'm not going to even take the time to explain this right now because his power is already working. It is. It's not a now thing. It is just is. It's like somebody looking at you and saying, why you look like that? I just look like this. I woke up like this. Not to throw her song in here, but I just look like this. Why you act like that? You can't separate yourself from the way you act. You don't separate yourself from the way you speak. You just speak like that. You just sound like that. The Father just is. His power just is. That's just what it does. So we separate it. Which is why Judas stabbed you in the back. He stabbed you in the back. Because that's just what he does. That's what you have to expect a snake to do. But see, Jesus wasn't that slow. Jesus wasn't slow at all. He already knew what Judas was going to do. He said, listen, if he told Peter before the crows, you're going to deny me 3 times. Peter tried to deny that he would deny him. How you going to deny the fact that I'm telling you this is what you're going to do? So then when he did it, Jesus just looked at him. I told you I was going to do it. This is why Peter decided I'm not even worthy enough to be hung upright. I need to be hung upside down. Because he spent the rest of his days trying to make up, him denying who the Messiah was. So people who betray you that are Judas, they go out of their way. This is why they say your ex always want to come back when things going well. Your ex always want to come back when things sound well, look well. Because they realize you was loyal while they was disloyal. But then the question is, what is loyalty to you? Because Your definition of loyal might be different from somebody's definition of loyal. What you desire and what somebody else desire are two totally different desires. Are you on one accord with this person? This is why they talk about when you have sex with a person and you're intimate with someone, you are having intercourse with someone. Yeah, I'm going to use the old school. When you're having intercourse with someone, you create a soul tie. You're now with this person, but did you know that you create soul ties before you actually lay with a person? They're already in your energetic field in the most cases. Things are deeper than they appear. Your ex want to circle back around because they was disloyal. Now they recognize because they heard it through the grapevine. Let that vine keep on talking. Do it for the vine. I ain't going to do it. Do it for the vine. I ain't going to do it. Yeah, they heard through the grapevine. Now they want to circle back around. The disloyal person never wins in the end because they don't recognize the jewel that was before them. So then, therefore, they're not even honored to be at the table. God just prepares the table in the presence of your enemies. That's all, because that person was disloyal, so they basically an enemy. Which is why Peter took the rest of his life trying to prove and make up for the fact that he was disloyal in one moment. That one moment changed everything for him because he couldn't stand in the paint when the heat was risen. When they raised the heat level, he couldn't stand in the paint. He jumped out the fire. But then wanted to jump back in the fire for the rest of his life to prove that, you know what? I did sit down with the Messiah. You know what? I did eat with the Messiah. You know what? The Messiah did teach me. You know what? I sound like the Messiah for real. People be missing that good stuff because you was loyal. And loyalty ain't easy to come by. Loyalty ain't easy to come by. It really ain't. And our eyes, our natural eyes, will deceive us because what we see could literally be an illusion, literally be a test. But if your inner eye, your spiritual eye, if that thing ain't open, if it ain't clean, so you can see like how you get those little boogers out your eyes in the morning, you got to make sure you can see. You wash your face. If you ain't washing yourself spiritually speaking, cleansing your eyes so you can really see, cleaning out your ears so you can really hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying, you're going to miss it. You're going to fall for the illusion. You're going to fall for it. Because of what it appears. And you ain't going with your inner ear, which is within your heart, so you can truly hear. Right? You got to listen, like Pocahontas say, listen with the wind. And I forgot the way she sung the song, but it was like she had to listen with the wind in order to truly hear. Because there's so many things going on. People talking, what you see, and all of it is an illusion. You got to really, what is your heart saying about this person? Oh, that's a keeper, keep it. Oh, get away from it. The energy ain't clean. It's get away from it. It's easy and simple. Don't take the disloyal person back. Let them be able to be the ones that watch as God prepares your table because they weren't loyal from the beginning. Peace. Love you. Have a great day.